Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I kind of have a different video for you guys, as you guys can see from the title. So yeah, I'm just gonna start by telling you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm just sitting on my bed. I'm eating a breakfast burrito because I actually really love them, if you've seen my last video. But anyways, so yesterday at around, I want to say 5 o'clock, I was just in my mom's room, and oh wait, and I also, before I really get into the story, I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. If you're not, if you don't want to see like footage that is just like not very like happy, or like, I don't know, it's what it is. So if you don't want to see anything like that that's like scary and stuff, watch one of my other videos that's like a little more like happy, or like it will put you in a better mood. But this is just a story time for me. So yeah, yesterday it was around 5 p.m. I had gotten home from taking a final, and I was just with my mom. We were talking in her room, and then she was like, okay, I'm gonna leave the house, because she was gonna go watch the Warriors game or whatever NBA sports teams were playing yesterday. I think the Cavaliers. And yeah, so she had made a bunch of chili, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna go. But first she was like, I'm gonna go into the garage to go get Gatorade, because I think they were gonna bring Gatorade to the party too. And right when she went into the garage, all of a sudden I hear like all these people screaming, and like I thought I heard fighting, and I was like, what the heck is all this? So I thought I heard people fighting. So I ran upstairs, because I was like, I'm not gonna open the garage to see, because if people are fighting, like, I don't want to get caught in it. So I ran up to my room, and then simultaneously as I was running up to my room, my mom was like, oh my gosh. And then I looked outside my window, and I see like the biggest ball of black smoke I've ever seen in my entire life. It looked like the whole building was on fire, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a fire. Like, there's a fire. And I was like, oh my gosh. And my mom's like, oh my gosh, they said, like, I don't know, like I don't know what's going on, but everyone's yelling, get out, get out, get out. And I started hearing people like yelling, get out. And I just heard a bunch of people running, and a bunch of popping and like exploding. And I was like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And then my mom was like, we gotta evacuate right now, because for some reason my mom opened the garage, because I guess she didn't think it was a fight. I don't know what she thought it was, but she opened the garage, and then there was a bunch of police outside. They're like, get out, get out, get out. And I was like, oh my God, there's a fire. Like, okay, like if the fire spreads to my house, like I gotta just grab what is left, like, or whatever I want to keep, because if it catches on fire, like nothing else is gonna be left. So I just grabbed my camera. I honestly thought about grabbing my desktop computer, because it has like a bunch of stuff on it, and it was really expensive, but I was like, no, I can't carry that. Like, I have to carry my dog. So all I grabbed was my purse, my camera, and my dog. So now I know, if people ever ask me what are the last 3 things you'll grab, I guess it's my camera, my purse, which has my phone in it, and my dog. And I grabbed a portable charger too, so that was a smart move. And yeah, so I grabbed all that stuff, and then grabbed my dog. So I have my dog in my hand, and I'm definitely gonna like put in footage so you guys can just like see all the new stuff or whatever. So we get outside, and there's a bunch of cops, and like, tell everyone in the building to evacuate, because we live in like a complex. And then they told me, I heard from someone yelling it, a plane crashed, and I was like, a plane crashed? And then as I was like processing that, there's like a lot of exploding, and I'm like, oh my God, and my dog is like freaking out, and I'm just like, oh my God. So I ran the other direction, because the way to get out was the way where I guess the plane had crashed. So I was just like, there's no really way to get out going the normal way, so we had to go around like the side way. And it was honestly like really scary, and I never thought anything like that would happen here. I mean, whoever thinks like, oh, a plane may crash, like, I don't know, I never thought that would happen. So anyway, so we ran to the side. Then we finally get over to like the area where we can actually see what happened, and it was like there was a fire. The plane like crashed into one of the units near mine, and yeah, it was just a really bad situation, and it was really scary. I mean, I've never ever experienced anything like that, and everyone was like just screaming, and there were tons of fire trucks, and then all the news people came, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so close. Like, it was just really, really scary. So everything seems okay now. Thankfully, the person's house got crashed into, my neighbors, they weren't home, thankfully, and they usually are home at the time that it happened, but for some reason, the dad changed his work schedule last week, so they weren't home. So I think there's 5 of them that live there, and they're all okay. And it's crazy because the 2 people who live directly, like, connected to them had, like, a bunch of people over, and just that house in the middle, like, didn't have anyone in it. So that was a really, like, good thing. Like, we're all thankful for that. But at the same time, it was still really scary, and their house is pretty much, like, the part where it really hit it is, like, all, like, black, and I'm not really sure what it looks like in the inside, but it was definitely a fire and everything. And, what else was I gonna say? Oh, so the person who actually crashed, so it wasn't a humongous plane. It was a private plane, like a smaller plane, but still big, because planes are big if you're walking up to them. So yeah, the plane was a private plane. It was a pilot and I guess a passenger, and they didn't make it. So that's really sad, because it's like right near me, and I'm just like, that's crazy. So I went back this morning and I just like looked at everything, but yeah, I think the most important thing from all this is just you never know what's going to happen, and you always need to be prepared. Yeah, I think people are still like taking out the airplane from the house. It's like, it's not far from my house, so I can hear it, and I can like, there were like 100 or 200 people outside of my house, or near my house, yesterday. And anyways, so I think the most important things are that, like I said, to be prepared and have like an emergency kit, and kind of know what you're going to take in case anything happens, whether it's, like a shooting or a fight or anything, or fire, anything, earthquake. You need to just have water and maybe clothes, because a lot of us, none of us were prepared for this, so we all just ran out and didn't really grab anything. A lot of people didn't even have shoes on. I'm gonna go look and see what's going on. Okay, yeah, so I guess these construction people are trying to fix the people's garage, because when the fire was happening, they wanted to make sure no one was inside, so they took like these axes and started banging on the garage and like tore half the garage off so they could like get it open and everything. But yeah, no one got injured that lived on like our property, because we live in like a little community basically. And yeah, so I'm just gonna insert the footage. I don't know if you guys can even really hear me over this, but it was just a really scary situation, and yeah, I don't really know what to say, but it happened, so.
When the gas tank was ignited, but when I had gotten back out, it was engulfed in flames.
Oh yeah.
On the first one. You're going up.
But yeah, so I hope you guys found this video informative. I know it was like not the normal type of videos that I make, but this is just something that happened to me, and I just want everyone to be aware that, things can happen, and even though you think like it's not gonna happen to you, like you never think like, oh, this is gonna happen to me. You just watch it on the news, but anything can happen. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sending positive vibes your way, and I hope you guys all have a nice and safe day. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if this is the first video you're watching of mine, I'm sorry that it's such like a sad topic, but it is what it is. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!